One of the most common frustrations that the Are You My Cousin readers email me about is the fact that they find so much misinformation out there online and other family trees that is incorrect. We're going to talk about that a little bit more today and how to avoid some very common genealogy mistakes around family trees that are out there online. Hi, I'm Lisa Listen with Are You My Cousin, where I strive to take the overwhelm out of your genealogy research. Now, before we start talking about those online family trees, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any of the new videos when I post here on the Are You My Cousin YouTube channel. You can expect to find 2 new videos posted here each week so that to help you with your genealogy research. Now let's talk about those online family trees. Those online family trees tend to drive genealogy researchers batty sometimes, I think, because people get frustrated. You find a tree that has your ancestor on it or potentially has your ancestor on it, and they've done a lot of work and it looks good, and you really want to say, oh wow, look, it's all been done. Well, guys, it hasn't all been done. And particularly if you are new to genealogy research, really listen well and take this to heart. Just because somebody has your ancestors or who you think is your ancestor on their family tree, do not take that as fact. Do not add them to your family tree until you have actually done the work and evaluated the documents to know whether they truly are part of your family tree or not. Now, I want to give you an example of what this looks like. A number of years ago, I was kind of starting out actually, and one of the family lines that I research is the William Haley line out of Charlotte County, Virginia, Halifax County, Virginia area. And I had been searching for a long time to find William Haley's father. So I was looking for my great-great-grandfather. And I'd done a ton of research because, well, everybody kept saying online, he is the son of Ambrose Haley. He is the son of Ambrose Haley. But something didn't fit right for me. I was like, nope, I can't just copy that because I don't know that it's true. Because when I started looking at that family of Ambrose Haley, sure, he had a son named William, but the birth date was off by 5 years. Now, 5 years is really outside of my comfort zone when birth dates are off, particularly when that birth date applies to a child, because there is a very big difference between a 2-year-old and a 7-year-old. Okay, that's different than if you're looking at, a 32-year-old and a 37-year-old, kind of thing. But when it's a children, to have to have the date be 5 years off, I really wasn't comfortable with that. I thought, maybe it's right, but I want to make sure. I'm going to go back and I'm going to look. Well, so I kind of went through the records that were on the family tree, which all involve census records, which I'm like, okay, makes sense, but that's still not proving me what I want to prove. So I did something that every genealogist does. Very basic research. I ordered the marriage record. I ordered his marriage record. I knew who William Haley married, so I ordered the marriage record to see what that was. This was actually, I got an interlibrary loan. I was able to get the microfilm from the Library of Virginia, went down to my local library where I was able to view it, and guess what? William's father was not Ambrose. William's father was Stephen Caswell Haley, and it was written out on that marriage certificate. Very obvious who he was. I had William, I had his bride, and I had William's parents were named out as well as her parents were named out. Everything matched and everything was correct. My tree online for a very long time was the only correct one out there. The only correct one out there. While all these other trees had William, the son of Ambrose, he was not. My William, this particular William, husband of Clara, was the son of Stephen Haley. So if I had thought, okay, well, everybody else seems to think that this is the right tree, that Ambrose was the father, and I had fallen into that and thought, okay, yes, the dates look a little off, but the census record, if I had stuck with that and not done my own research and to verify, I would have an incorrect tree now. And I would be, well, there would be a lot of problems with that family tree, certainly, and I would have to cut off these branches. I don't have to do that now because I evaluated that tree, determined that the trees online did not have enough proof, and then I went after my own proof. And again, it was a very basic genealogy record that we all frequently research. It was a marriage record. And so that was the key piece, and it taught me a valuable lesson. Now, when I'm looking at those online family trees, there's great trees out there, guys, absolutely. And I have found things that were spot on, and I was able to verify the information and then gladly was able to add things to my tree. The point is, I use genealogy, or I use online family trees as clues. Okay, I'm looking for clues. I'm hoping maybe they've picked up something, whether it's oral history or personal knowledge of the family that I don't have. It didn't come down my line. And so I'm looking to see, what could they be using? So I want to see what records they've used. Are they using records that I don't have? Are they using records that are only online records? Are they including records that are offline? If they're using offline records, this is somebody who's very serious about that particular branch of that tree, and I probably want to contact them and say, hey, what have you got on this? Can we share, and share information back and forth. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking hopefully to see if there are a lot of comments. Maybe they've made a lot of annotations to the records that indicate they have more background knowledge. That's what I'm looking for, perhaps, to see if I can verify what's there. But again, I'm always verifying those trees, those clues. I want to verify them for myself before I add that person to my tree or add those records to my tree. I think that makes us better genealogists. I think it's going to make your trees stronger, and I think you're going to feel better about knowing you've got the right tree, you've got those right branches attached to your family tree. Because guys, when you have to chop off a branch on that family tree, it's painful and it's hard, and you feel like you just lose a part of yourself when you do that. So let's avoid that when it comes to using family trees. If you're just beginning your genealogy research, if you've been researching for quite a while, make sure you always you don't trust those trees, or as we say, what is the saying? Trust but verify. Use them as clues, but verify that it's telling you what it should be telling you. Okay, now before you head off and start looking at those family trees online, start really kind of evaluating, is that really the right thing? Or maybe I need to look at this a little closer and start evaluating those clues. Hit that subscribe button down in the bottom right hand corner. You won't miss any of my videos here on the Are You My Cousin YouTube channel. And I look forward to seeing you here in another Are You My Cousin video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.